Tonight begins like any other night. Civilians going about their daily lives, unaware of the seedy underbelly that thrives beneath them, hoping to destroy them at any turn, really. Epic heroes gallivant across the country, stopping monsters, saving lives, and kissing babies, and doing what it is that heroes do.
Helping orphans.
Helping orphans, becoming war criminals, the
Getting
like.
wanted by the most powerful person in the country.
Yeah,
That kind
pissing
of
off the queen. Whatever heroes do.
Queen's a
And
bitch.
then, and then there's the darker side of things, the side that keeps the economy running, and the people blissfully ignorant. The, the major criminals of the city run the city with a shadowy hand, whether it be from the messengers to the bosses themselves. And while they do what it is they do, we find the four of you sitting in a rundown bar in the city of Sheer Point in the nation of Kantak Barat, where the winds at the top of the mountain peaks where the city is located can strip the bones from your flesh if you're not properly protected. So currently you guys are drinking your woes away in a seedy, rundown bar. And this is where you find yourselves. If you would like to introduce your characters with a brief description.
uh, I will go first. Because I can actually pull stuff up. I should have done that at the beginning. Because I can actually show it on the stream. So, I am playing a Kenku cleric named Chiseltick. At least that's what everybody calls him because his name is more or less just the actual sound of a chisel grinding on stone. Most Kenku are actually, they have raven black feathers because they're pretty much raven people. But this guy does not really fit that image because he is albino. He is covered in white feathers and he has pretty much translucent eyes. And if the light hits just right, they look red. He's the one who sits farthest away from everybody at the bar because he doesn't exactly trust anyone.
Which is smart.
Yes, he is the smartest person in the room.
So who's next?
I play a Chihuahua. I was literally raised by wolves, more like wild dogs, and at some point I got captured by like city guard. I managed to pick up these sounds that they make with their mouths. What is that language? But
Boof boof.
but yeah, they nicknamed me the Chihuahua, so I guess that's what people call me. Because I guess because I'm so small, but also so just ferocious and short-tempered.
Short.
I'm a halfling, so I don't know if I should be offended by that.
It's a fact of life.
Okay.
But yeah, now I sort of like am. I occasionally am just like muscle for whoever hires me. I don't care who hires me. They pay me food.
What are these strange golden coins?
Oh, the food tokens.
Food stamps.
So
It's like these things get me food.
So who's next? Is it Chris?
I am not telling him please don't ask. I've been isolated for a long time, so I'm rather oblivious to etiquette and social expectations. I'm not really interested in meddling in the affairs of others. It only causes trouble. I was exiled for a crime that I didn't do. And I'm really just wandering around.
And what do you look like?
I'm very pretty.
Well, yes.
Yeah, so I am a male half elf. I'm about 5'6". I have a very pale long blonde hair.
Okay.
Yeah.
And now Isaac.
Well, I am a human, about 5'7", I believe. Yeah, with short, dirty blonde hair, and always, well, during combat at least, a green hood over me. And mostly leather, armor, not really much. Just always longbow with me.
So enough so that you're not naked.
I've been living in the woods on a hellish island for the past week.
I've been living in the woods too.
Fuck, I forgot to check my proficiencies.
God damn it.
Hold on, guys.
No, we're doing this.
Just do
I
what
can
I'm
fix
doing,
this.
taking it as you're doing.
I was prepared and I wasn't at the same time.
So
I
yes.
believe that's being not prepared.
Shut up. I thought I was
So you're
prepared.
prepared to not be prepared.
I thought I
You
was
guys
prepared.
Find yourselves drinking in a bar because there's nothing else to do when you do the jobs that you do, and there are no jobs. There hasn't been any seedier jobs, anything that pays more than common hard labor in months. Gold is nearly dried up.
Excuse me, my gold is like perfectly fine.
I can go
AKA
back to
I'm
the
broke.
woods if I have to.
Okay, I'm proficient in things again. I'm not even drinking like alcohol, I'm drinking juice.
Yeah, the Chihuahua lets out apparently a loud from his tiny halfling body.
Like, the whole place shakes. Everybody make a con save.
So, unless you guys have something to say, something will happen. So if you guys want to roleplay a little bit, interact with each other, see what comes of it.
I don't talk much, but if anybody's paying attention, I am fidgety, and my eyes are like flicking around the room because like things. The thing about me is I see omens in every event and action, so this is kind of bothering me.
The loud burp.
Yeah, like everything is bothering me. It's like oh, maybe like muttering and like I don't have an actual voice. I copy everything I hear. So half the time when I speak, it's an amalgamation of different voices. Raven Queen mad. Raven Queen mad. Maybe
You want a cracker?
racist.
He's heard the term racist before.
And learned its meaning.
100% worth it.
Yes. Against the constant howl of the wind outside that threatens to tear the front wall off of the building, you hear the door push itself open and slam shut.
Okay, so...
Yeah, and you can see standing just inside the doorway.
Whoa, sorry. That was stupid ads.
Someone turn off that radio. You see standing just inside the doorway, there's a somewhat slight figure wrapped in a brown cloak, hood thrown over them, face mask on. Just walking in, comes in and sits at the bar.
I whisper to whoever's closest to me, we should rob them.
Speak up. I couldn't hear that.
It's saying we should rob that person.
I just look at you. Like, if... Actually, I'm farthest away. I'd have to roll to see if I heard.
No, he.
Nope.
That's why I was saying it to the person right next to me.
Yeah, you guys
I
are.
tell you,
Yeah.
that's a stupid idea.
But
I
I
just shrug.
specifically said that I am sitting far away from everybody. So I probably wouldn't have heard that with that nat 1.
Yeah, as soon as not telling says that's a stupid idea, the figure just sort of raises one hand and waves it and says, "Yes, that would be a very bad idea."
I stand by what I said.
And you can see as they wave their hand, there's a symbol carved into it. It's a symbol of 3 long scratches on the back of the palm, or on the back of the hand.
If I'm paying attention, can I do a religion check on that?
Sure.
Too far.
You don't remember you don't remember any specific deity that has that religious symbol.
Wait, where was this carving again?
It's on the back of their hand. So when they waved their hand, you can see it pretty clearly.
So I wanted to see if I could recognize the symbol from all the places that the Chihuahua has worked with.
Sure, go ahead. That would be just an intelligence check.
Okay, well. Wow.
Okay, you do actually recognize this. And you recognize that robbing this person would be a very, very bad idea. The 3 claw marks on the back of their hands means they run with a group called the Scar Makers. And not only that they are pretty high ranked in the Scar Makers.
Ooh.
It's like the amount of stripes you have in the military or something. Nobody knows.
Just a very low, just not like a growl, but still like a guttural sound that just like the Chihuahua makes. You know, sometimes dogs make that just like,
Yeah.
that noise. just makes that noise for a little bit.
And the figure seems to turn its head towards each of you, but you guys can't see any eyes, you can't see anything. There's just a face mask. It turns to each of you and turn and goes, "So I hear you're looking for some war."
My feathers are like tight against my body right now because I'm freaking out.
We have eyes and ears.
Someone shut that duck up.
We have eyes and ears all over. Everywhere. Nothing happens that we do not see. But there are certain things that people like myself cannot get their hands dirty with. They cannot be traced back to us.
I look to my hands.
This is where you come in, should you choose to accept my offer.
The Chihuahua just pipes up, "How much you paying?"
Give me that food money.
4,000 gold pieces for each of you. Should you return alive.
Okay.
I'm clutching the symbol of the Raven Queen that I have on an amulet.
I bring my hood down just a little bit more.
Just know that if you do accept, you will be bound into that contract. To break it is to break a promise to us. And you do not want that.
I have no objections.
The Chihuahua like sniffs in this general direction a couple times, and he's like, "Okay."
Okay. I literally just repeat what I just heard.
The Chihuahua is a
give a
very
nod.
simple being.
Good. You can see this figure from below its robe pulls out a sealed scroll, sets it on the counter, and then just stands up and leaves. Fucking soundboard.
I'm using it now, so.
Well, the Chihuahua just like climbs up on the table and opens it, and then just says,
Can you
I mean-
read?
That's a very good question. I mean, I was just blindly putting in just like, yeah, okay, language proficiencies, yeah, just because I'm like,
What's your intelligence?
it's my lowest score, which from my rolls earlier was 10, surprisingly.
Oh, then you have to have an intelligence of 6 to read, so you can read. How
Oh,
well
okay.
you can read is up to you.
Oh.
How well
I
do
imagine
you
his
want?
vocabulary is not that great, but he can make out letters, so...
Yeah. But yeah, just for the record, the moment you touch it, the wax seal on it changes, and it changes to include the Chihuahua.
Whoa.
I just imagine he
Just,
like
like-
jumps back and goes.
More or less, he doesn't start barking, but he just like...
Well, let's read it. I pick it up and then roll it to read it.
Yep, it says Oliver Queen now on the stamp as well.
Yeah, of course.
The Green Arrow.
So, but yeah, if your intelligence score is 6, then you can just read. Oh no, wait, technically you can't read. Technically you need 7 to read. You have to have over 6.
What? No.
So
You're-
not telling cannot read.
I go over with my
Can I
intelligence of
kind
11.
read?
No, you don't understand these. These are scribbles on paper.
Oh God.
You're
But,
dyslexic. That's what's happening.
But you read over it, and it's in very blunt language. Like there's no finery around it. There's no like loophole type chat or whatever. It just simply says, "One of the foul priests has found his way into our borders. Deal with him."
As I scanned over it and I see priest, what should I roll to like get an idea of what foul priest means?
Just this would be rolling intelligence.
Okay, just straight intelligence. 16.
Intelligence. Okay.
Better perspective.
There's a few things that can qualify as a foul priest, whether it be like a priest of Orcus, maybe. There's any evil deity in theory could be a foul priest.
Tiamat.
Tiamat, maybe.
Asmodeus.
Well, Asmodeus isn't a god.
Asmodeus. Asmodeus.
What does it say?
In
It says we gotta go kill a foul priest.
Okay.
and it has and it has a scribbling of it has a drawing of the nation of
okay.
and a
I
simple
can
X.
see the drawing.
Yeah, and a simple X scratched on it.
That's understandable.
I unknowingly like or unintentionally like have my hand on the like next to the paper, but one of my talons accidentally brushes against it.
Yep. And it doesn't say chisel tick, it just says
Neat.
But yeah, on the map, if you scroll down to contact for here,
Aha.
Okay.
you guys are in the red square. That would be sheer point.
So I will zoom in on that so people can see.
Yeah.
Like the no people here.
Yeah, there are no people here, but hey, maybe they'll watch in the future.
Maybe.
The
Oh, it
red
looks like we have like
square in
one
the,
person.
Southeast corner of the map?
Uh,
Or southwest, I mean.
it's this.
Oh. Oh, wait, so that's where we are or where we're going?
Yeah, that's the capital city. That's where you guys are.
Oh, okay.
Contact
And where it pointed was down here in the Wasea Forest somewhere.
Ah.
I immediately take my amulet off just because this is what I do, and I kind of hold it over the paper, just trying to get an idea. Like, should I do this, Raven Queen? Should I see if it like goes in a certain if it spins a certain way?
Just roll a religion check for me.
Sure. No, yeah.
You can feel the cold presence of the Raven Queen, but no change in the amulet.
Raven
Just-
Queen just like, eh.
Well, no, you can feel her watching you. Because you do know she is the deity of fate. Well,
Yeah. And I trust my lady.
so yeah.
I forgot that one of my bond is I seek to preserve a sacred text that my enemies consider heretical and seek to destroy. So obviously, I think this guy might be out to destroy it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I put the amulet back on, and I grab my staff.
I grab the stick.
My stick.
This is my bapper.
Yeah, I cast magics with this.
So what do you guys do?
I just look to the others and I just make bird sounds.
Yeah, first we'll drink the night away, then tomorrow get on it.
I roll my eyes. It's really weird since I'm a bird.
Roll your eyes at me.
Is drinking the night away a waste of time?
Oh, you want to go there right now while it's dead of night?
I just give a firm nod.
Should we not at least travel?
Eh.
We need a tiebreaker since it's
The Chihuahua's been drinking. He's tired.
his tiny halfling body.
little thing has
Drinking,
been...
drinking from a flagon that's like half his size.
I make a grumbling sound that sounds like it's like it sounds like somebody like for some reason it sounds like a buzzsaw, but who knows where I heard that. And I just go is this a tavern or an inn? So
It's a tavern.
okay, so I'd have to go to a place to sleep.
Yeah.
I
And you
just
see, the bartender is a purple-skinned tiefling. He's just watching you.
is his name
you're the only-
Mollymock?
No.
Okay.
You guys are the only people in this inn, so he's just watching you.
just very intently.
staring a hole through you guys.
Commission painting lasts longer.
Well, at staying he's tired, the Chihuahua just like sets out the door to like find either like the closest alley where he can pitch a tent or the nearest clearing where he can just pitch a tent somewhere.
I go out and climb a tree.
Yeah, I look annoyed and go find a spot outside to lay my bedroll.
Yeah, okay, well, one, the wind in the city can literally shear your bones, and two, alleys
I'm
are
going to go ask if
The
our
Chihuahua
room.
immediately walks back in and is like, fuck that.
yeah,
I
like you
come back
step
in, my
out,
feathers are all tousled.
yeah, like you step out and it's like walking through a hurricane.
Okay, can I find any shelter outside?
Uh, make an investigation check with disadvantage because you can barely hear any.
Okay.
I just set my backpack and my weapons off in like a corner and just like I curl up on top of my backpack. Raised by wild dogs, he takes after their habits.
Just imagine like you do that thing where you circle it a little bit, like 2 or 3 times, and then you kind of like you just kind of plop down. Oh my god!
You step out, you look around, and there's nowhere. Like just this city may as well just be a death trap.
Why do people live here?
Oh, you know, for the scenery, the
What scenery?
Why am I here?
The scenery is gone.
And yeah, just for the record, there's no trees in this city.
Ah. That's why I came back in, I remembered. And I'm sad.
So yeah, you guys are now back in the bar. You can see the bartender doesn't like react to the Chihuahua sleeping. Just keeps cleaning his glass.
Floor it is.
I go to like the farthest corner in the room away from people, like as in my group. I'm just like, and farthest away from the barkeep, and I just kind of sit down in the corner, holding my stuff protectively, and I'm just keeping one eye open.
I go up to ask for a room.
This is a tech,
It's a bar.
not a. You just hear this in the background.
He says, just go find a spot on the floor or something. Sleep in a chair for all like. Ain't nobody coming in here tonight, anyways.
Okay. And I go and sleep on the bar.
The fucking bar.
Cool.
He said he didn't care, so.
Yeah.
So yeah, you guys all I assume find your places to rest for the night.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you guys wake up to the sound of the wind still howling outside, to a lesser extent. And what could be rain or light hail coming down as well.
Mm. I immediately check all my things to make sure everything's there.
Yeah, unless someone tried to take something. It's all there.
What
Bartender
I'm
don't
most
give a shit about what you have.
What I'm most concerned about is the book. If it's there,
It's-
then I am fine.
It's still in your bag.
You, just whew.
Yeah, when you
Chihuahua wakes up, stretches. He's like, tries to see who has that scroll.
I think I had it last.
Yeah, Oliver was the one that read it out.
Okay. Well, he's like, if they're not awake yet, I just poke him. He's like, hey, where are we going for that contract?
We're going to the Wasi Forest.
Wasea.
Wasea Forest. It's early. Oliver's been drinking.
Oliver's been drinking.
Reaches to take the scroll to try and make out like more of what we have to do.
Did you say make out?
Reaches over and makes out with Oliver Queen.
Oh, jeez.
I ship it. Okay, are you resisting, Oliver?
Resist.
Okay, then you just take the scroll.
Because the Chihuahua doesn't know how to ask politely. He just takes.
Like every dog.
I think that's the learning. No, you ask. You ask.
Bad dog. But yeah, like you, I assume you unroll it again.
Mm-hmm.
You look at it and the words are still the same, but the image has changed. It's still a drawing of Kantak Barat, but now it seems to be more in this area. Like, past the Wasea Forest into the Gon's Hammer Mountain.
It's not in the Wasea Forest.
That's what I said last night.
It's up in the mountain range.
I get up, I go over and I take a look.
Yeah, it's in the mountain range.
It's right there.
Tracker.
What?
Tracker. Track mark.
Okay.
Was here. I speak in very broken common, if you can't tell. Was here, and I point to where it was before. And then to the other one, moved here. Target on run.
Okay. Okay.
Target moving.
So,
I'll get us some
chase.
food for on the way, and we'll get going.
Food. I reach into my bag and I pull out bird seed.
I'm assuming just like, oh yeah, explorer's pack. I got rations. I'm good.
You guys have rations, yeah.
I have bird seed. I got it from this nice old lady who told me to feed the birds. I am the
Yeah.
bird.
I'm guessing
Let's
like
get breakfast.
all of the Chihuahua's rations are just jerky,
Dog
stale jerky.
I can't. If any rations I receive that are jerky, I immediately give to somebody else because I can't eat jerky. You see this beak? It's not meant to pry at stuff that's hard.
It's not meant for meat. It's a seed beak.
It's just
It's a
pick,
seed
pick, pick, pick.
It's a seed beak.
It's seed. Give me seed.
Yeah. I'm assuming you guys pretty easily get bread. Not from the bartender, who you see is like leaning back in his chair, the glass still in one hand with the rag in it, as he's sleeping with his feet up on the bar.
I see. He also found a place to sleep.
You get the feeling people in the city don't really travel it.
Okay. Can I make an investigation to see if I see any abandoned coats or anything, just in case?
Sure.
Nope. What's
don't
a
see
coat?
jacket anywhere near here, no.
The nearest one is on one of you guys.
The nearest one is like miles away. Where a jacket is.
Is there a bottle of ale I could take?
It's a bar. There's a few.
No, it's a juice bar.
I'm gonna take one.
Okay. Yeah, you have a bottle of ale.
Alright. I feel good. I'm good.
Like he's not waking up for it, so
This is for the road.
I look into my empty pouch of where my money should be. Sad bird sound.
So yeah, what do you guys do?
I check the wind outside. Or
It's a little more manageable. Like it's not going to rip you apart, but it's still windy. Like your sheer point is like built like imagine a mountain peak, but like it's split down the middle and it's built like hanging between pieces.
okay. So
That's
I
terrible.
immediately take the red cardinal feather off of my hood and tuck it away safely.
Yeah.
Yeah, can't lose that.
Okay.
And I make sure my hood and my clothing is nice and tight so that it doesn't fly open.
Then flap around.
And I step outside using... Is the ground wet at all?
Not particularly.
Okay, then I don't really need to use my staff as a walking stick or anything. Like, test for, like, soppy areas.
Nah, you're fine.
The Chihuahua's just like, I gotta get my stuff. This is my stuff now.
No, just for the record, this city is literally a chunk of rock that is suspended by large iron chains.
From another
the
chunk of
mountainsides.
rock.
Oh.
Yeah, basically.
This city was such a great idea.
It's easily defensible. Oh, Jesus.
Somebody fell off! Somebody fell off, oh no!
Did someone just drop their computer?
Maybe
Chris dropped her phone, I think.
I dropped my phone. Well, I dropped my laptop, and my phone was on top of my laptop, so everything kind of dropped.
How did you drop everything?
Well, everything was on top of each other.
Why?
It's like a domino effect.
Mom.
I'm playing D&D, get out of my room!
Dropped my laptop.
Is everything...
Yeah. What do you guys, how do you guys choose to proceed? 'Cause there is a bridge on there's a bridge on either side of the city that leads to the inside of the split mountain, and then there's like a set of stairs that leads all the way down.
I roll perception to see if I can identify the best way down. Unless I need to do a different roll.
No, perception will be fine.
8.
My
I mean-
background is Outlander, so I would know the quickest route down.
Yeah, you know the path you took.
Yeah, I'm
And
just trying to...
Chisel, your bird brain takes over for a second, and for a minute you can't. And you think the best solution, the best one would be to jump off the side. That'd be the fastest.
Fastest, but most painful.
Yes.
I cannot fly. I may be bird person, but I have no wings.
I am bird person.
I am Kenku. I am...
It's been a difficult mating season for bird person.
Like a penguin.
Like the noble penguin, I cannot fly. But no, yeah. There's only 2 exits out of the city unless you can fly. So
Yeah, I am penguin.
Okay. Well, the Chihuahua just favors the path he came in on.
Yeah, I just follow, I guess. I'm just like, I spend a few minutes like, I could jump down, but I won't.
I could, but should I?
I have a wisdom of 16. I kind of figure out pretty quickly that's a bad idea.
But yeah, there's a northern path and a southern path because the split in the mountain runs exactly east and west.
Well, we would take the northern one because the last place he was at was more
It's to
north
the
of
north.
the... Yeah.
So you guys start working your way down there. You pass shops that are weirdly designed compared to the rest of the world, basically. Like they're built round so the wind goes around them instead of catching any one face. So almost all the buildings here are round or teardrop shaped.
Sounds cool.
That's just sad thing.
Do I see any magic shops?
You see a couple.
I have no money, so I don't go in.
Yeah, no, you're all broke. I don't know what you plan on doing, but hey, there's a magic shop.
Take a note for next time.
This
But,
is
yeah.
why we took the job, because we're all broke.
I miss having money.
Yeah, as you guys get to the bridge, you start noticing things that are just weirder and weirder. Like the people behaving very weirdly. The ones coming into the city, that is. Some of them babble to themselves and sort of twitch as they enter the city. There's one that you swear his fingers had like suckers on the inside, like suction cups on the inside. There's one that doesn't say anything, but when he looks at you, his eyes are bright yellow, and his irises are bright yellow, but the whites of his eyes have turned pea black.
Can I roll to see if I understand what's going on?
How would you want to go about understanding it? Religiously, just medically?
Medically.
Then sure.
18.
You've never seen this before. This is really weird.
It's so weird I don't want to look at it.
Yeah, it's like a lot of these you would associate with some magical illnesses. Like sometimes magic can just do some weird things to people. But they don't seem to be medically ill. Like none of them are coughing, none of them are none of them are vomiting. Like they all seem to be,
Can I
except for the babbling guy.
Can I assume that all these people are are fucking crazy.
No, some of them are just walking normally.
Okay. They just look weird.
Yeah.
We're the crazy ones.
I'm gonna keep clear of these people though, because I don't know who these people are.
Yep.
It's foolish to trust somebody.
It's not just it's not just the first few that come across. It's like you pass maybe it's a really long bridge, and each of them has something weird about them.
Well, I fit right in. I'm a bird person.
Oddly enough, I'm the odd one out.
Yeah.
I look ahead to where they're coming from.
They're just coming up the steps.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna be hugging the wall.
Yeah, same. Just keeping a fair distance from just anyone, really. But keeping an eye on the guy that has a scroll because, that's our contract.
I don't think not telling even touched it.
Nope.
Because they can't read.
It just takes a look at it. It's like, I don't know what this shit says.
And it's probably best if she did it, because then
You don't.
bound. And if we fail, we're all dead. No, shit. No, seriously, we're all dead.
Yeah. I don't really fear death that much, though.
Yeah, you guys start on the. It takes about 30 minutes of going downstairs to get to the bottom of this if you hurry. It's basically climbing down the inside of a mountain.
I kind of make grabby hands, like a grabby hand at the scroll. Like, kind of like, gimme. Must look.
Gimme.
Gimme,
There you
gimme,
go.
gimme a man after midnight. So,
I asked for the scroll.
okay, I take the scroll, I open it up, and I look at the marker.
It's in the same place as it was this morning.
Okay, I roll it back up, and I hand it back. Must hurry.
Must hurry.
So you guys start running down the stairs.
I immediately trip.
Now make it
That they're all,
acrobatics.
jogging down the stairs, and I'm like, wait up, guys.
Yeah, the stairs are a little rough for you because they're normal-sized stairs, but when you're a halfling,
Tuck and roll! Tuck and roll!
you're like a chihuahua when they fall down the stairs. Just go on your side and hope for the best.
Go on the side and just keep bouncing this ow, ow, ow.
You have a good constitution, right?
Maybe, I don't know.
What's constitution?
That's a big word.
Big word.
Yeah.
No thanks.
It doesn't take long for you to. It doesn't take long for you guys to get to the bottom of the stair.
We've lost the chihuahua.
He may have
Chihuahua.
bruises, but he's fine, I think.
Well, one of your party members died to stairs.
Oh boy.
It was the
know-
first boss.
You've always been doing muscle work for criminal organizations for a couple close to a decade now, and then he just dies to the stairs.
He dies to the stairs leaving the city.
Fucking normal people stairs.
But were they trapped? No, he just fell. That'd be like if Al Capone just died of choking to death.
Oh my
Okay,
God.
I guess.
He just chokes on a fucking steak.
But
Not even like a
Yeah.
good steak, like a cheap one.
yeah, like a cheap ass
If Al
steak.
Capone, he wouldn't.
But yeah, you guys find yourselves at the bottom of the stairs, and again, you've just been passing people who are weird. Like one person was sweating a black liquid. You
Gross.
passed a few more that were mumbling and babbling to themselves. You passed one that had their right arm had become a tentacle. One of them had like a weird kind of yellowish orange beak for a mouth. It's just very weird.
I'm gonna stop at the tentacle one and ask, why? Who did that to you?
I was born this
That
way.
was almost word for word what I was thinking.
Who hurt you?
What the fuck is wrong?
You stop them and they look at you with a look, like looking into their eyes is like looking at glass that's about to shatter. Like they seem just barely there, and they just go, no, the god of the deep, the god of the ocean, and they just keep walking.
I would like to roll a religion check on that.
Sure.
20, modify 20.
Okay. There's quite a few deities of the ocean. Only a few of them refer to storms, but none of them cause insanity that you know of.
What about tentacles? Do they cause tentacles?
I don't think there's a god of tentacles.
But
No, there is Cthulhu.
Well, he's not a god. He's an eldritch being.
he has no need for God.
He has no need for food.
He
My
consumes.
Robo-Belly has no need of goat.
But can it be like safe to say that these people have been that have walked by us have had squid-like features?
Arguably, yeah. Tentacles, beak mouths, some of them sweating a black liquid.
Oh no.
I stopped one of the ones that have the black liquid that's showing and asked, did a priest do this to you?
The god of the deep, the god of storms, the lord of the eldritch. And he just keeps walking.
Lord of the Eldritch!
I'm just gonna assume it's the thing we're gonna fight.
I'm scared. Very scary.
I don't want orange tentacles.
Do not want beak on my beak. Already have a beak. Don't need
Double
another. Do not
Double
want
beak
double
action.
beak.
Chihuahua's just like, as long as I'm not near any of them, I'm fine.
Well,
I grab
gonna
for
have to
the
go kill some.
At that point, he probably wouldn't care. He's just like, what the fuck? I mean, just, okay, whatever.
Okay, and who's walking at the front of this?
Oh, definitely not me.
Oliver probably will be.
Okay.
Chihuahua, go.
And occasionally looking at the map just to see where the
Concept.
beacon is.
But no, as you're looking down at the map, one of the passersby just grabs you, like a really strong grip on both your shoulders, and starts shaking you. He says, "Have you seen the Deep Seer? The Deep Seer sees you."
I scream.
I kick him.
Okay, roll a strength check. Okay, you go to kick at him, and you kind of contact his leg, but he doesn't like react, and he just keeps shaking you and goes, "The Deep Seer sees. He sees what is unseen, but he sees it, so it's not unseen."
Alright, now it's time to headbutt him.
Another strength check.
Oh god.
Oh no, you're
You
just.
can't quite get him off of you, man. He doesn't seem to care that you're hit.
Have you heard the word of our Lord and Savior?
Alright, enough of this. I'm throwing a net on him.
Throwing
is-
net.
He is within melee range, so throwing a net on him would be at disadvantage.
You managed to net yourself.
God, no.
The rest of you see it. This man's just shaking him and yelling.
I'm doing another religion check
Hit
on.
him, because that's all I got.
I'm gonna do
Yeah,
another religion check because he's giving me more information.
Sure. And
Seven.
he just nope.
Shit.
He just keeps saying things like, "It emerged from the deep, and he saw, and he sees, and he understands." And he's just shaking you, and he keeps going on and on.
Ooh.
Now
That's
I'm
a
aiming
long
for the
spell.
nuts.
Okay, detect thoughts. You can detect the surface level thoughts of this person, and it's exactly what he's saying. And with that kick, you rail him.
Always go for the nut shot.
and he stops mid sentence, and then he saw him, and he hits the ground.
I wanted to question who did this to you, and see if his thoughts revealed anything.
Okay.
If an image of who did this to him popped in his mind.
Okay.
Chihuahua was like, yip, 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 ha, ha, ha.
Okay. Yeah. As soon as you kick him, it's like after the kick, he seems to try and stand up again, but he can't because, ow.
My jewels.
Right,
I
right,
got
the big
tired of
bomb.
this shit.
But he looks directly at not telling. He just goes, "The deep seer," and as he does, this image conjures in your head of a humanoid with dark robes that seem to be just spilling ink off of them, and a mask that has tentacles coming out from every angle, some laying back across his head like hair, the others falling like a beard around him. And he
Davy
seems to-
Jones.
He holds in his hand a staff that seems to have melded to his hand. Like the tentacles that are on the staff wrapped around his wrist and become his flesh.
Wow.
Cool.
I'm going to probe deeper.
Okay, so he
can
has
make
like a...
wisdom save.
Sure.
Probing time.
Yes, but not with tentacles.
Okay. Okay,
I mean,
so you try to probe deeper. You don't know whether it's succeeded or not. So
Oh, okay.
you're trying to see his... Let me read the... Action... Okay. Okay. You try to probe deeper, and the picture that you see of the person with the tentacle and the tentacles robes, instead of just going about the memory, it looks straight at you, points at staff, and you can feel like glass breaking inside of your head as the spell ends, because he saved against it.
Damn. Okay. One spell slot down.
For my... Oh, no, I don't think I have that. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, and he's sort of kneeling on the ground at this point.
Oh, can I... Wait. I forgot about my meta magic.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure I can stop someone from saving.
You can give them disadvantage on a save.
Oh, is that what it is?
If you have the heightened spell ability. Because you only have a certain number of abilities you can do.
Yeah, I have 3.
And they are...
What is this?
I hadn't chosen them.
Well, you have to choose them ahead of time. You have to choose the
I
3
had-
that you can
I had
do.
them chosen. I'm pretty sure it was heightened. Careful.
Sadly, I'm going to say, since you didn't have them ahead of time, I'm going to have to say that I cannot allow it
Yeah.
for this role.
Yeah, it's fine.
Gotta make sure you have them ahead of time. So what's anyone else doing?
Well, Chihuahua
I'm-
stopped laughing, so he's trying to figure out what's going on with these two now.
I've turned away and started to walk.
Yeah, I don't trust what's going on here, so I'm just like, I gotta get this shit done fast. This is some scary stuff.
But have my hand at my crossbow kind of ready in case he tries anything.
In case he gets jumpy.
He was just evangelizing, guys!
He's practicing his religious freedom. But no, like if you guys walk away from him, he doesn't try to stop you. Mainly because he's on the ground reeling. But
He's like, my dick!
oh, my balls.
He's cured!
After like a moment of just like not anything interesting happening, he continues walking along the path, following after whoever has already left.
Guys, wait, I have nubby legs.
It's like, hold up, guys.
Yeah, and you don't have fast movement yet because level 6. Yeah.
Wait, wasn't
or do you?
fast movement level 5? Yeah, it says level 5.
Oh, then you're able to keep up and outpace them.
Oh, okay.
I just
You-
imagine
you-
like, "Meow."
Like you technically have 35 feet of movement if you're not wearing.
Yeah.
So
No,
you can
I'm
outpace.
not.
Them. So, yeah.
Just got the rags on my back. Society says I have to wear these, so I do. Well, more like his employers say he has to be clothed, and it's like, you gotta wear clothes.
They gave him a nice suit and then he ruined it.
Okay, fine.
But
Fine. You can't have your dick flopping around.
yeah, as you're going around, you see more and more of these people, and they seem to be just walking towards the city. Like as you guys are walking, just more and more of them just just the number of them just keeps rising as they pass by.
I find this very disconcerting and I'm thinking, oh god, fucking apocalypse. Splatoon is real!
Oh god.
Oh jeez. At this point, I think Chihuahua may at least be taking an interest in his life. Why are there so many of these weird fuckers around?
Have to
Yeah, and it's
Oh, I was just gonna say, have to stop foul priest. Must be involved somehow.
I do tell them what I saw in his mind.
yeah, the man in dark robes with a mask and a staff that melds into his arm.
I'm gonna attempt another
Dealing
religion
with a
check on that.
Magic user.
Okay.
It's like after having this explained to the Chihuahua, he just stares at them for a second and just goes, "So what's in my mind?"
But with that religion check,
Food's in your
This
mind.
this doesn't bring anything to mind. Like this is no deity.
It's
When he
spooky!
asks that, I simply ask, "What are you thinking right now?"
I'm hungry.
That is what is in your mind.
Sorcery!
He just stares wide-eyed and he's just like, "What?"
Get ready for more of that, because we're dealing with a magic user. Oh, so great.
And yeah, you guys, as you keep going north, you start noticing weirder and weirder things. The people, as you go north, they get weirder.
Oh no.
Their skin starts being discolored. Their ears turn into like that weird knobby thick part of an octopus that kind of sticks out of the side of their head. The ones that have hair, it's not so much hair as just bundles of tentacles coming out of the backs of their heads. You see one man, this black ooze is just coming from his mouth.
Ugh.
Same.
He's trying to make an octopus. It's not working.
And the weather,
Sniffs at a couple that are passing him and he's like, "Ugh."
yeah,
He
they
doesn't think they smell good.
no, they smell like ocean brine.
Ugh.
Ugh.
Do you like seafood?
I raised my hand a little bit.
I like to seafood.
God.
I'm on a seafood diet. I see food and I eat it. I eat it.
Oh my god.
I don't eat anything that casts a shadow.
So you eat nothing.
Exactly.
Yeah, and the weather itself is changing, which is weird. Because despite Lagon's Hammer being really close to the Eversquall Strait, where there's pretty much a constant hurricane, the weather barely ever makes it past the mountain barrier. But you're starting to see a heavy thunderstorm ahead to the north.
I tighten my cloak. It gonna rain.
I put up my hood now.
What do you look like under your hood?
You can definitely see my mouth. My eyes are around my eyes is a little bit more darkened.
You got
I
that
just
edgy
look
protagonist
badass.
shadow.
Yep, and I just look badass. But yet, I still need a mask.
Yeah.
Anybody can talk now.
Yeah, do you guys do
Uh,
anything?
I just kind of make the sound of feet running, or like people running, as in like the quickened feet, kind of like saying we need to hurry up.
And as soon as she does that, I need to check the map again.
I'm
See
a
if
boy bird,
anything is
excuse
moved.
me.
Sorry.
I'm
The
sorry,
boy
I'm not.
bird.
I'm not an expert on birds. Was that an ornithologist or something like that? Like something
Yeah,
weird?
it's an ornithologist.
Yes, I look exactly like that, just a little bit more darker around the eye.
Let me-
So you're literally Oliver Queen.
Yes,
This is the character that's based off it. Yep.
Oh my god, seriously.
you're literally Oliver Queen. You're literally the
Yep.
Green Arrow.
Yes.
You guys did it in reference when his name was Oliver Queen and he had a green.
No, I said Green Arrow.
Yeah. And
No, I heard all that. I just hoped it was a coincidence.
When I
This
made
is my
this
character, Clark Kent.
Oh, jeez. Nah, that's just Randor.
Oh god.
Yeah, basically.
If Randor could fly.
This is Diana.
I mean, if somebody was strong enough to, throw him.
This is my level 20 fighter barbarian, Diana.
Is anyone doing anything before we keep advancing?
I am just keeping a close eye on the area, just making sure nobody like jumps out on us.
Okay.
And I was checking the scroll.
Yeah. It
See if
seems to have...
anybody-
Any sort of like weather appropriate clothes. Chihuahua just like tries to stick as close as he can to any sort of tree line that may be near.
Yeah, and you
Or
see
any
it's...
sort of shelter line.
Yeah. The X has moved more into this area. Like the edge of that inlet.
Okay. So closer to the sea.
Yeah.
Is it more near the road to the sea or more more north?
It's pretty far north. It's in that area.
Okay. So we
The-
gotta
The
hurry.
Chihuahua just whines at who's carrying the scroll and just says, like, how much longer? Like a kid in the back of the car.
Well,
I will turn this around right now.
I will turn
this
this
point,
caravan.
it's- at this point, it's maybe a 2-hour run.
Y'all want to run it? Because it'll be 2 hours.
I look around to see if there's any horses we can take, just in case. Maybe a jalopy.
There's no horses, nor is there a jalopy.
Dang it.
Is there any wild horses I could tame?
No, but looking around, you do see a bear.
I will tame the bear.
No. Oh no.
As you start walking towards the bear, you can see it's like shaking its head back and forth, and it's making this weird sound.
Oh no.
Oh shit! It's even affecting the animals.
Or it's just a
Just
very
in the
stoned
water.
bear.
It's just a weird ass bear.
That too. Never mind. Keep on going.
But no, it did have tentacles coming out of it, and it was frothing black foam at the mouth.
Don't get rabies.
Right.
Don't get squid rabies.
Squid rabies.
Don't get squabies.
Squabies! I got squabies!
The worst.
No.
But yeah, if you guys are running, it takes no time at all.
My feet, they hurt. And that's like in the voice of a like whiny teenage girl. Because I've heard that before, clearly.
Okay, I need all of you to make a dexterity check. Just a check.
Not a okay. Hey, Marty 20. The Chihuahua.
Uh-oh.
No!
Uh-oh.
Okay, Chihuahua and not telling. As you guys are running along,
I have
The
a 4
thunderstorm.
on. This is stupid.
the thunderstorm keeps getting worse and worse overhead, and you two don't hear anything. The other two hear a loud as lightning strikes in the middle of your group, and you two take 10 points of lightning damage.
Oh, great.
Ouch.
Please tell me the Chihuahua is like got static electricity like in his hair right now.
Both of them are kind of poofed, yeah.
Oh no.
I squawk like ah!
The
Yeah.
Chihuahua is, of course,
Panic
just
squawk.
yapping. You just got fucking struck by lightning.
I imagine every time you take a few steps, you go bzzzt.
Yeah, the metallic weapons spark a little bit, not enough to damage you, just the occasional.
Bzzzt.
All the love is humanity.
I have the power. But yeah, you guys can see up ahead where that inlet ends. It rises. It's like the cliffs of Dover, the White Cliffs of Dover, basically. It just kind of rises up, and you can see at the very crest of the hill, there seems to be a gathering of people.
Gonna see if they're gathering towards or away
Towards or away from what?
The inlet.
where we're going. Yeah,
Okay.
to the inlet.
They are gathering in the inlet, like on the cliff of the inlet.
I'm gonna stealth
Okay.
because
Roll
social
stealth.
anxiety.
At disadvantage.
Now is a good time to be
No!
stealthy. And I'm gonna
Oh.
cast Pass
Jeez.
Without a Trace.
Okay, that does not help the natural one, but the party gets a plus 10.
I trip. I think. I don't know what
No,
happens.
no, it's a group. It's a group thing. So it's 20-30 for Oliver.
Oh, okay.
Is anyone else stealthy? It's a 26 for the Chihuahua.
Sure.
Sees everyone just like crouching down, trying to stealth, and I follow suit.
Yeah.
I'm just like,
I just go.
okay.
Kelly. I was picturing like Kronk. Yeah, they correct your not so stealthy behavior.
At least I made bird sounds, so it's not as weird.
Yeah.
It's like, who has a parrot?
Yeah, you guys are as stealthy as you think you can be.
Too.
Okay, so you're casually strolling.
Stealthily.
You can stealth if there's something to hide in. If you're just casually walking.
That broke out for me. Now that I realize I wasn't being stealthy, I'm just like, oh shit. I'm going to.
They make up for it.
I know.
They make up for your.
I like to imagine like I was starting to be stealthy, but like I wasn't doing it right, so they kind of pulled me along.
This is how
Basically.
you do it. This is how you do it.
Oh, I'm a Kenku though. I have that proficiency. I have a +5 to stealth, but the roll killed me. I'm under a lot of stress, guys. And
Yeah.
I also have a disadvantage to stealth, so I would even if
Yeah.
that.
But yeah, you guys feel relatively comfortable in the approach.
I'm gonna roll a perception to see if I can like hear anything that's being said, or if, like
Okay.
yeah. 6.
Nope. The wind's a little too much on this cliff. It's just enough where you can't make out anything.
My bird ears.
Okay. Not telling. You sit there and listen for a second, and you're watching, and you hear a very deep voice. It almost seems to come from the ground itself and not from the person. But you can see standing there, there's that dark cloaked man with the mask and the staff.
Oh no.
And he says, "Behold the blessing of the deep seer. Raise your mind and speak with its voice." And he
Oh wow.
I'm spooked.
He hit a staff on the head of one of the people who is being held down by two other people.
Oof.
And, like, he seems to be struggling until the staff touches his forehead, and then he stops,
Oh no.
and everything goes quiet.
Do I have a good view of this man?
With your 6 perception, no.
Somebody point him out to me. My
I mean,
eyes
you
are.
can see him. You're just not like you can't get the best angle on him.
Can I attempt
How
to?
far out is he?
He's maybe 200, 300 feet.
Turn undead. I don't think that'll do anything.
Panic undead.
And how many people are around him?
There's the one large man, and well, the 3, because there's the two holding the other man down.
I'm gonna clutch my holy symbol and pray a little bit.
Okay,
Raven Queen, what the fuck do I do here?
make a religion check.
Yeah, 22. What of it?
Okay. You hear the faintest of whispers in your ear, or what approximates to your ear as a bird.
My auditory receptors.
Yeah. You simply hear the words, "He is an abomination."
Okay. I'm summoning my spiritual weapon.
You do know that glows, right?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Like, you can do it. I'm not going to stop you.
I think about it, but I'm like, wait. I just look to the others, and I just kind of nod towards the dude. Abomination. Must dispose of.
Which, just for the record, when he says abomination, it's in a very feminine.
Yes, it is.
Got that. You guys stay here. I'm gonna get a little bit closer, and I move up to be within about like 150 feet of him.
You do know Pass Without Trace moves with you, so they'll loop.
Yeah, my natural one will come back.
Oh, then. Yeah, I thought that just was rule.
If you did that, my spiritual weapon would come out.
Never mind.
Even if you told Chihuahua to stay, I would follow like close to you, just 'cause.
What is stay?
He's not trained yet.
They tried.
Yeah.
It just didn't work. He's feral.
That's why
So
the
what do you guys
Chihuahua
do?
usually doesn't like wearing pants.
I'm just like, get me close to him.
I do the silent follow movement with my eye.
Like, nod in your head kind of thing.
Yeah, and
Hand wave.
movement of, come on, let's go.
Okay, I follow.
Alright.
This is
You
the
guys
only.
are
This is the only time I'm
stiff.
close to people. If my deity tells me, hey, you gotta take care of this shit. It's like, fine, I'll use these people. I am a burb of simple means.
So you guys creep forward ever so slowly. And the priest is actually turned around and is extending both of his hands, or both of his arms, towards the sea. Just both arms out, and he's chanting. What languages do you guys know?
I know Common, Auran, Kenku, Celestial, and Elven.
Okay.
I know Elven, Dwarven, and Common.
Okay.
According to the rule book, Chihuahua would know Common, Halfling, and I would choose Orcish. But I think he's recognizes words from all three.
Okay.
So he doesn't
So
know the
you-
meaning.
Yeah. You guys do not understand what he's.
Damn
just arms outstretched.
Blah, 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 blah. That's
Yada
what
yada
we-
yada. Rada rada.
Burger
Um,
King's number.
Rada rada.
Burger King foot lettuce. Uh,
Number
um,
14.
Yeah, so he just has his arms outstretched and is speaking, and the three people, the one that was on his knees now stands up, and they all turn back to you, towards you guys, not facing you, but just sort of on lookout. And you see each of them has this like black tar constantly coming from their mouths and the tips of their fingers as they just stand and they're just looking outward.
How close are we?
You're within 100 feet now.
Okay, I'm not close enough to do stuff yet. I mean, I could shoot an arrow, but or a crossbow bolt, but nah.
How far away am I?
You're all about 100 feet away.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm nowhere close to be effective.
Downside of a barbarian.
Yeah. I mean, I can. I mean, technically, my javelin has a max range of 120, but it'd be a disadvantage. So I'm just like,
Do you guys want to get closer?
Are there any dead bodies nearby?
No, there are not, actually. There's
Damn it.
nobody.
I cannot animate dead then.
Jesus, you put summon undead.
I mean, we're gonna have some dead bodies here sooner or later.
Yeah.
Just get me very close to this man.
How close do you want to be?
Right
How
up
close
in
do you
his
wanna
face.
risk? I mean, how close do you want to risk?
Not very.
Let's get about. Actually,
Get me within
when
60
does
feet.
it like end? So, like, when does the brush end?
It ends about 50 feet away from the three people.
Ooh.
All right, let's get about 50 feet.
Okay.
Okay.
Still within the brush.
As soon as we are within 50 feet, I kind of signal that I'm gonna try something, and I just do it.
I try to tell her, no, not yet, not yet.
And I'm just like, oh.
But I'm pretty sure it's way too late.
I haven't cast it yet. Like, persuade me.
All right, I'll persuade you.
Make me believe it.
I guess I won't.
I match.
oh damn.
The defending side wins in matchups, so. And so, no, he
Jerry.
doesn't persuade you.
I'm just like, I may be wise, but my faith is with my deity right now. Boop.
Can I disguise myself so I look like I'm tentacly and disgusting like these other things?
No, your
Sure.
beautiful face.
I know.
Sometimes you have to give up looks for the good of all.
I cast that at the person in the middle.
He doesn't have to do that.
Ray of sickness. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Let's
and use stealth to sneak up.
The Ray of sickness hits.
Okay, and you need to make a con save.
They are immune to disease.
Damn it. Now we learned something.
Or they're immune to poison and disease.
We've learned something.
Well, since it's all kicking off, I'm just gonna shoot an arrow at the.
Yep. And
Priest.
this will be your guys' surprise round. Because
Oh, gosh.
they were not expecting this, so if you have something
Yeah.
to do.
That would have been the
Question, can I
stuff.
also
So
use Hunter's mark onto the
What was
priest?
that? Hunter's mark onto the priest? Okay.
Yeah. It is a bonus action, and I'm just gonna shoot a bow.
damn it. I wish it would have worked because then they could have been like, whoa.
Okay, just go ahead and go ahead and roll initiative. I'll just write it.
13.
We're not using tokens anyways. Okay, Cherry 13, Chihuahua.
Ooh, the chihuahua was like,
As soon as I see this beam of green ray just start going, I just start bolting towards them. much.
Ah!
Telling
Both hands
this-
on my warhammer.
See, this guy has.
Your-
I can
wow, this guy
imagine you
sucks.
just like running up like Wolfwood, and then when they get close, just Warhammer
Yeah,
smash.
but that's
Okay.
that's how I spend my surprise round. I just use my full movement.
Oh,
get up to them.
Okay, and they'll move on his initiative.
Damn, I wasted a spell slot on that.
It's still. They're not immune to poison damage. They're just immune to poison.
Okay,
So-
so they.
They take the 2d8.
Okay, sweet. I didn't waste it then.
No.
Okay, so
12 damage.
12 DMs.
Yeah, because as far as I'm concerned, these people aren't human anymore.
Yeah, let me see how much health these fuckers have.
Their fate has been sealed.
Heroes never die.
Except maybe
Oh, God.
sometimes.
Except almost always. Let's see. Okay, so 12 points. Wow.
Unless they ascend to godhood.
You can see the one you hit immediately falls to dead, but it's not happy. Okay, and so let's see. Initiative order: Chihuahua, you spent your turn running. Oliver, you did Hunter's Mark, yeah.
yeah, and because got and shooting my longbow twice at him.
Yep.
At the priest.
Oh, at the priest. Okay.
Yeah, and my hunter's mark is to the priest as well.
All right.
Ooh, get that extra 2d6. Or the extra
Oh.
d whatever it is, I forget.
1d6.
1d6, I was thinking something else.
Let me open him back up. Okay, 18. That hits. Oh, what is that? Go ahead and roll your second one as well.
I haven't been using my soundboard because I don't have any good ones.
That hits too. So go ahead and roll damage for both, plus your Hunter's Mark.
1,
Damn.
2,
Jesus Christ.
and
Nice!
sharp 2d6. Right, 2d6.
2d. Oh, I thought we just said it was 1d6.
Well, he'd hit with 2 attacks.
Oh, never mind. That's what I'm thinking
Ooh,
then.
and I
And you're a
have,
hunter.
and I'm going to use my wounded prey, which will give me an extra.
It's extra 1d6 or 1d8. It's one of the two.
1d8. Let me-
Yeah, he's pretty DPS like.
Yeah!
Ooh.
I like the hunter archetype because you can get Hordebreaker.
Yeah.
That one's always useful.
Workbreaker is nasty.
I love
Yeah,
it.
it is.
I love it. Good thing I have water.
Water.
Okay, so this priest guy, does he look like who I saw in the
Yes,
guy's
he-
line?
Looks exactly like what you saw.
Alright, so when I'm sneaking up in my disguise, can I sneak up on him and cast a spell during the surprise round?
Cast a spell
Uh,
on you.
You are about 50 feet away from.
Okay.
You're 50 feet away from the little guys, and he's about 20 feet past that.
Okay.
So you couldn't
Alright,
quite get
so-
to him without dashing.
Okay, so for my surprise round, I'm just going to move further into the crowd and just try to blend in.
All right, just make a performance check for me.
Okay, I really just want to get closer to him.
Well, performance or deception.
Dance!
Alright. That's the same exact modifier.
Then
so,
use either or.
okay.
And it was 1d8, Matt.
All right, so 7 more damage. Ooh, cool boy. All right.
Ooh, nice.
Okay.
Damn.
Good to know. Okay, and that's the surprise round. So now at the beginning of the order, Chihuahua, you're up against 3. You're up to the 3 little guys.
So
And
I
you
have
can see.
so I
Once-
closed the gap.
Yeah, you close the gap. If you dash, then yeah, you're pretty. You can get behind them if you want. But you can see now that you're closer, that black tar that's oozing from their mouths and fingertips. You can see every time there's like a heartbeat, you can see it pulse through their veins as well.
Oh god. Anyway, so I'm gonna use my bonus action to go ahead and rage.
Mhm.
That's how I do.
That's what barbarians do.
Mm-hmm. Well, first, I forget the exact numbers, but am I close enough to use my full movement and be within attack range?
Oh yeah, like they were 50 feet away, and you have 70 feet of movement. Like I said, you can get behind them.
I'm just saying, like, I can move 35 feet and still make an attack. But if I can't attack this turn, then I'm not going to rage just yet.
Well, no, it was like during the surprise round, you dashed up.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
You're like in their face, yeah.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, sorry, it's hard
At
to,
Prince.
hard to do this without actually seeing the tokens of where I am.
Yeah, I guess.
Gotta get used to it.
It doesn't mind.
Indeed. So if I am within attack range, then I will go ahead and rage as a bonus and swing it into my warhammer.
Take your warhammer swings.
Yeah.
Okay. That hits. Okay, so
Oh yeah, that's the rage bonus. So it's
and you're using two-handed.
I made sure to like look at the details and like put it to the second damage, which is the 1d10, right?
Yeah.
Two-handed. Gotcha.
Wait.
Okay.
let's
Yep.
see something. Yeah. Okay. And which one was that to? Was that the one that was on, or the two who were not? And you have two attacks since you're level 5.
Oh yeah, that's right. Forgot about that. But yeah, I think probably the one that the beam was shot at.
Okay. You're the one that's kneeling.
His
Okay.
face, you can hit him in the
I
face.
just run up since he's like kneeling and just like, and Warhammer on the head. Boom.
And next attack,
Is he still alive?
he's still alive,
He's-
clinging, but he's still alive.
Let's do it again. Damn.
No, that misses. You go to swing, and he brings up his arm, with a surprising amount of strength, bats it away. Like you can hear the bone crunch in his forearm.
Oh,
but
God.
he swats it away and keeps standing.
Well, he just blocked the Chihuahua's attack. It just makes him angrier.
Okay.
Get double rage.
And now Oliver Queen.
Double rage.
Oh,
Oh,
me
no.
again?
Yep.
Well, I'm just gonna continue my longbow attack.
Pop, pop, pop. Right, so go ahead, roll.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, that hits. Jesus.
And
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The lowest you rolled was a 24. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
I really want to hurt people.
Okay, so that's. Okay, and now your hunter's mark and your hunter's quarry.
I'm so glad we're in the D&D context for that statement.
I just want to kill people, man.
Because for any other scenario, I might be a little concerned.
Okay, so 6 more,
Oops.
and then your D8 as well.
So you're part of that? Oh.
Aw.
Okay, so that brings him down to this number. Okay, and that's your action. Anything as a bonus?
No, because if I use Hail of Thorns, it would get rid of.
Yeah.
So. No, not at the moment.
All right, and now it's his turn.
But I will get 10 feet closer.
All right, so you creep out of the brush 10 feet closer.
Da-da-da-da.
See, now it's their turn. And you see, after being pelted with 4 arrows, he seems to be bleeding profusely. Like, the black that's coming off of his robe is mixing with the red of his blood.
Oof.
And he just sort of extends his arms out towards the ocean again and says, "Great seer, come to my aid. I am your humble servant." And
Hold on, hold on.
Hmm?
We're sorry. Your call cannot be completed as dialed.
Sorry, I couldn't help. I couldn't help
but
that.
you can see off in the distance a massive shape rise out of the water.
Oh shit!
It starts as like this, almost like a mountain peak coming out, but it's smooth and almost like rubber. And then it rises even further, and it rises taller than the cliffs you are on. It rises high enough to dwarf the islands in the background.
Hmm.
I
It
pee a
rises
little.
out of the water, and you can see before you a massive kraken.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Its tentacles flare outward, and its eyes flash. And you can see the priest's head snap backward. Yes. Now you! And he points to all of you, and I need you all to make charisma saving throws.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Is this
Hey!
Hey.
against being like?
Okay.
Oh no,
It's not a-
Chihuahua.
It's
Is this
not a
against-
charm.
What about against being like frightened? Because
It
halfling.
is against it is
bravery.
against being frightened, so you do have advantage on it.
I do have advantage. Yes.
Okay. You are rolling. It chooses the creatures it wants to affect.
I'm just shrugging it off, I hope.
You don't know. Oh yeah, not telling is fine. Okay. The three of Oliver, Chihuahua, and not telling. You all hear that voice, and it presses into you, and you start to get tunnel vision,
Shit.
but you shake it off. Chiseltick, this is terrifying. This priest before you may as well be a godly entity. In your mind, you do not know how you will ever defeat this.
You just set off the car alarm and there's zombies coming.
Yeah, let's see.
Oh god.
Who was anyone close to the priest?
I'm 60 feet away from the guy I
Uh,
shot at.
Well, assuming the priest and his followers were close to each other, then yes.
I moved as close to him as possible.
Okay, and if you were dashing, you would have gotten
About
just
40
past.
feet away from him.
Let's see, his speed now. Okay.
Is it in it?
He looks around for a moment, and he seems to focus in on you, not telling, being the closest.
24 deception! 24 deception!
This is a god.
A kraken can read mind.
Think your
So can I.
deception.
So can I!
You can see the priest raises off of the ground and rushes towards you, and
I
suddenly
Fly too.
he's just in your face. And the
You
kraken
wanna
just
do this
goes.
in the air? Let's go.
The kraken just says, My. We have a deceptive one in our midst. Let's
Fuck you.
see. Does a 15 hit?
Fuck, what's my AC? Oh, fuck. Yeah.
Okay, as he reaches out, he touches you on the forehead, just with that speed flashes over to you and touches your forehead. And suddenly you're surrounded in the loudest screaming you can imagine. You take 27 points of thunder damage.
Oh god.
I'm down! I'm down! Bye, guys! Have a good game!
And then he looks over to the rest of you and just goes, "You should run." And that's his turn. Now it's the three others' turns.
I didn't even get a fucking hit.
They're going to look over the three tentacle creatures or look over, and they're all going to make one swing at Little Bit.
Oh.
That's a 10, that's a 15, and that's a 22.
15 and 22 hit.
You take, wow, 16 points of damage. And I need you to make 2 Constitution saving throws.
That gets me to 24, right? From 40.
And you have resistance because you're raging.
Oh yeah, that's right.
It's-
So that's
This is just smacking.
so
Yeah, they reach out. They reach out with like these weird tentacles and just slam into you.
Yuck!
I need you to make
And-
2 con saves. You're fine.
Eh.
You're fine.
Okay.
And that's their turn. Now it's Chiseltick's turn, and you are still afraid of this kraken creature.
Can I just?
It didn't suck as much as I thought it would.
Can I just do a
Yeah.
save my turn?
That's what you...
You make the save at the end of your turn.
Yeah. How far away am I from my downed friend? Not telling.
Let's see. You were 60 feet away from the thing you shot at, so you'd be about, given the diagonal, you'd be 70 feet,
Um.
and you technically cannot willingly move towards this kraken creature who is standing over you.
I'm going to summon my spiritual weapon
Mm-hmm.
in
Where are you summoning it?
above the priest if I can.
Sure.
That's-
There's no reason you can't.
And shit, what should it look like? I haven't thought this far.
What's the Raven Queen's
It
weapon?
You look like a lollipop.
let me look.
It's a lollipop. You can always just make something bro themed.
It could be. I kind of want to say halberd, but I don't think I would be proficient in that.
Well, it's something you create. It's just a spell attack either way.
Oh.
It doesn't have to be something you can use.
So you just bring out a minigun.
You can make a big boot if you felt like it.
It's a big
Raven
Monty
Queen
Python foot.
favored
Yeah.
weapon.
It's a big rabbit.
It's a scythe.
Because no matter what the weapon is, it's the same damage.
Yeah. It's gonna be a scythe.
Okay.
And
So it's a large death scythe. It summons up above him.
yep. And
Okay.
I'm scared of him, so I don't think I can attack him.
You would have disadvantage on attacking it.
But yeah, I'm just summoning it, and then I'm going to do my save. Because
Okay.
I'm just like, I don't know what to do. I'm scared. Oh, I'm fine.
Oh yeah. You shake the fear off.
My lady's just like, it's okay. I'm here. I guess. I guess.
So yeah, that was your bonus action, and that was the end of your. So
Yep. Can't
next in
really
the
do-
initiative order would be not telling. Make a death saving throw.
Okay.
Okay,
Ooh.
that's one fail. Top of the initiative order, Senior Chihuahua.
Okay, I'm guessing they're all within melee range of me.
Oh yeah, because they all swiped at you.
Alright, awesome. So, on the guy that I've been attacking, bam.
Yeah, that hits, and you don't even need to roll damage. He only has 2.
Oh,
Oh,
So he's
okay.
down.
hit the other guy.
Whack. The other guy, I aim right for his foot.
Okay, that hits. Go
Squeeze.
ahead and roll damage.
Squeeze.
Squish, squish. All right.
Just because, just boom, there's your foot. Fuck you.
Yeah. And
You
the
have
thing
a
is, like,
stub toe now.
and again, you hit him in the foot, and you hear the bones crush. He doesn't flinch. He stays right in your face.
Oof. If we
I
save
just
these people and they
continue
turn back to
growling.
normal, he's gonna have a fun time.
Just growling.
He's gonna have a day. Okay, so
Steve,
that was your
no!
2 attacks. And next up would be the priest's turn. He's going to He's going to look at Oliver, who's been pelting the hell out of him.
What's up, bro?
Sup?
Yeah. Once again, he rushes over and he throws his hand out towards you. $19.
Yeah.
You take 17 points of damage.
Jesus. I probably don't stand a chance against this guy if he comes after me.
Oh.
As once again, he just seems to be going around the battlefield. Everyone he touches just explodes with thunderous force. And that's his turn. And now it's the 2 remaining guys going to attack Chihuahua. That's a 6
Nope.
and a 7.
And nope.
Yeah, they're just swinging. They're just swinging to no avail. They just can't seem to hit you this round.
I saw the tentacles coming this time.
Saw them that time. Chiseltick, it's your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna use my... Like, I'm assuming he moved out of my spiritual weapons range.
Yes.
Dang it. Was he anywhere near the other 2 guys?
Yeah, the spiritual weapon would be within range of would be within 20 feet of one.
Okay, I move it. I would be able to move it, right?
Yeah, you can move it as a bonus action, and as part of that bonus action, attack.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna attack one of the guys that hadn't been attacked yet.
Mm-hmm.
10. Does that hit?
Okay, that does not hit.
Darn. And then I'm going to start heading over to not telling.
Okay, because yeah, you don't have to technically move closer to the Kraken to do it. You can use your full 30 feet of movement to get within 40.
Yeah. So, and I still haven't used my attack, have I? Since
You haven't used up your action.
I mean, yeah, my action. No, I'm rushing. I'm gonna use the rest of that to try and close the gap between me and not telling.
Alright, so yeah, you rush over. Yeah, you get within 10 feet.
Okay, and that's really all I can do.
Yep. Okay, so not telling. Another death save.
Yay!
Welcome to the
No!
world of work. That's 2 fails.
Don't worry, I have spare the dying.
And
This is
suddenly-
gonna change canon for the future.
Okay, top of the initiative order. Chihuahua, you have 2 things and now a glowing scythe behind them.
Oh, jeez. Well, the guy whose foot I just crushed, let's just go ahead and try and get this guy done.
Okay, the guy whose foot you crushed? Yeah, that hits.
You crush it even more.
And that does not hit. Unless you were reckless attacking, but I don't think
Not yet.
Okay. So that's... Okay. So that deals much, making up that. Okay. That was your 2 attacks. And now, Oliver, you have big guy directly in front of you, hovering.
Something stupid to do. I'm gonna rush to not telling.
So you're just going to run past?
Yep.
Okay.
I shouldn't be that far, since she was near the brush with me.
Yeah, no, she's within... Let's see, he would have... Well, she snuck up, not telling... Well, they snuck up to the group of people, was trying to get close to... was trying to get close to the priests. So they're pretty far away from you. Relatively, like 50 or 60 feet.
She's that far behind me? I mean...
Yeah, they went ahead of you. Like, you were standing back shooting, and they were trying to get close while disguised. So if you still want to run past him, feel free, but you will get an attack of opportunity on you.
I know. Okay, I thought it was closer than what it is. Okay, so switch to longsword and attack.
All right, go ahead and make your attack. Or your attacks. That one hits, surprisingly.
Oh
And
no!
with that one, he actually bats your longsword out of your hand. It falls. But go ahead and roll damage on the first one, plus your hunter's mark. Well, actually, roll concentration for your hunter's mark because you took 17 points of damage.
Ooh.
Okay,
Well,
so
you
that's
Roll,
a
roll a Constitution save. You're
Nice.
fine.
Okay,
Okay,
so
so
force and
4 plus your d6 plus your wounded prey.
which actually is colossal prey, but
Oh, yeah, Colossus Slayers. Called
yeah.
10.
But no,
Well, you still need to roll the other d
why does it not? Fine.
because that's the command is weird. Just yeah. Oh wow, that was really bad damage rolls.
Because I'm not using my bow,
Yeah, that
and
was
now I'm gonna take off running. So
okay.
I'll take the attack of opportunity.
All right. 11. Like you timed it just right. As he batted it out of your hand, you took that opportunity since his hand was occupied to just pass him. So you no longer have your longsword on. But
Yeah, I'm gonna take my full 30 movement and go to not telling.
yeah, as close as you can to not telling. All right. So now it's the priest's turn.
Go away.
Boy.
Go away, Satan.
The priest looks around. He needs to roll a d2 for.
Oh, flip a coin.
Okay. He. Sorry, he rushes back at Oliver Queen.
I knew it.
It was Queen or Tick, and he went after Queen.
Oh.
And he's going to, once again, lash out with his thunderous touch. 18.
Yeah. That might be going down.
32.
Yeah, I'm out.
Ooh.
He's a bad motherfucker.
Fucking
Okay.
hell.
Chisel Tick, it's your turn.
Okay, using my action, spare the dying on not telling.
Okay, so you're stable, so you don't have to make death saves.
Yep,
Yay.
and I'm going to move my spiritual weapon over to the priest and attack.
Okay, yeah, it would technically be in range.
15.
So you move it. 15 hits. What, you'd be making it at oh no, you saved, so
Yeah.
15 hits. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Submit. 8 force damage.
8 points. Alright. Brings them down to... Okay. You see, the scythe slashes through him and actually catches, despite it being a spiritual weapon, it catches the black ooze and sprays it all over the trees behind, or all over the brush behind him.
Okay.
Damn.
Alright.
And
Radiant.
I... Yeah.
Okay. Not telling, you are stable, so you don't need... The Chihuahua, your turn.
Alright, well, let's finish off all these fuckers close to me.
Die, 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 die.
Pretty much.
That hits.
Okay.
They have an AC of 12.
Oh,
you're
you
fine.
you did it.
Go and roll damage on the first one. Okay, and now the second one.
Hey, better.
Okay. Yeah,
Hey, that's
yeah.
18 total.
So 2 of them are down, but 1 of them is left untouched.
Alright.
Which actually I didn't have them move well.
They're just like, what do we do?
Yeah, I just scream at the last one in this tiny, high-pitched voice. You're next!
Next!
Pretty much.
Okay. Oliver, make a death save.
Yeah, let's do this.
Oh,
That's 1 fail.
I'm the
Trade one
healer.
dying character for another.
And it's the priest's turn.
He's one of the magnets.
The priest. What's he going to do?
Wait, this...
I need to look up a spell, actually.
Oh boy.
Well, I'm already kind of right there.
Okay, good. It's not concentration.
Okay, Chisel. I need you to make a wisdom save.
22.
Okay.
Wisdom save. No problem.
I'm pretty wise, guys.
Yeah, he doesn't know that, so he tried to cast command at you.
Oh.
He points his black oily finger at you and says, "Grovel before a god."
I kind of just blink at him like, what?
Do the hell.
You aren't my lady. And it's all like an amalgamation of different voices.
And now the one attack coming towards the Chihuahua with a 6. So
Oh.
they're losing their edge.
Mm.
Okay. And that would bring it to Chisel's turn. Chisel Tip.
Okay, how close is Oliver
Oliver?
Queen?
He was about 20 feet away.
Okay, first I'm gonna do I'm gonna do Cure Wounds at second level on Not Telling.
So when
Oh damn! So 10.
10 hit points to you not telling.
I tried.
Thank you.
No, that's good because their turn is up next.
And then I'm gonna do another attack with my spiritual weapon
Okay.
because
rolled with
fuck
that.
that priest. 12.
That hits.
Oh.
He's not very well armored. He's just
Like I
very
said.
powerful.
11 force damage.
Equals my
Does
armor.
using my spiritual weapon as an attack use any like spell slots?
No.
Okay, good. I was really confused for a minute.
It's a concentration spell.
So this guy's a glass cannon.
Oh, that's weird because like on my thing it doesn't say concentration on it.
It's not concentration. It's just something you can keep doing. It
Okay.
stays up.
Okay, so I did 11 damage and I'm staying
okay.
where I am.
And you can see he actually stumbles from that hit. Like he's starting to.
Actually, no, I'm gonna move like towards Oliver just so I can be there
Yep.
to spare the dying, whatever.
So, it's your turn. Not telling.
Welcome.
I have 10.
You're laying on the ground and very sore, but. you're awake.
Okay.
Your beautiful
Um,
face is back.
Where is the priest?
About 20 feet away from you.
Okay.
You're a sorcerer. You have all sorts of spells you can use.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and fucking fly.
Oh!
Okay, so you cast fly as your action. Which I just realized I've been calculating the damage he takes wrong. Okay. Noted for the future.
Oh.
Have you been making us take more or less?
He should have been taking much less. I haven't been calculating the damage he's dealing. I've been calculating the damage he's taking.
Gotcha.
Hmm.
Okay.
So yeah, that was your action, and it still takes half your movement to stand up, so you can still fly 30 feet.
Yeah. Have you been rolling on the wild magic table?
You haven't been able to cast anything really.
I've cast like 3 spells.
You've cast detect. Well, yeah, you have, haven't you? And I don't know
Yes,
the
I
rules.
have.
And I don't know the rules on wild magic because I never use it. So. Let me see. Is it just when you cast?
It's on my character
It's
sheet.
when you use a wild magic surge.
No.
Guessing. Oh yeah, I can just do it. So,
It's
yeah,
every time I cast a spell.
roll a d20. Nothing happens. It's when you use your tides of chaos that I can make it happen.
Yeah.
Which you have not done.
Chaos.
So you are now flying, and you have your 30 feet of flying and a bonus.
Yeah, okay, that is all I'm gonna do.
Okay.
I can't do anything. So.
Let Chihuahua.
Alright, well, one guy left, right?
There's one guy and the big guy.
Okay, let's finish off this tiny guy.
Okay, that hits. Go ahead and roll your next one as well. That does not hit.
So just
Yes.
a 1 damage roll, so that's 11.
Yeah, you see it stumbles backwards a little bit as that was a pretty big hit on it. Okay.
Damn!
Oliver Queen. Make a death save.
Yay!
Oh no.
That's 2 fails.
Oliver can't die.
Don't worry, I
Everything
can
always
save.
rolls out tonight.
I'm helping. Don't worry.
And now it's the priest's turn.
He needs to make Krieg.
The priest is actually going to look down, since he could not command you. He's going to try and make you kneel.
Oh,
He rushes over to you and is going to reach out with his thunderous touch.
how about no?
How about he doesn't?
He can try. No.
Yeah, he reaches out,
I
and
I just like duck out of the way. I'm just like, no. Gotcha, bitch.
and you can actually see, as you duck, his hand catches something, and you look up to see just a plume of black feathers.
Oh god.
What?
That's ridiculous.
But I have white feathers.
Yes.
That's my lady.
Let's see. Now there's going to be a strike towards the Chihuahua with a 15.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay.
I have an AC of 18.
Is this from the little guy?
Yeah. So you take 9 points of damage, and I need you to make a Constitution saving.
Alright. I'm still raging though, so that
Yep,
bring it
that's
to 4 or
reduced
5.
to 4.
Okay. Check my health and a con save.
Con save.
Nice.
You're fine. You're
Okay.
fine.
Me?
It's a low DC. This is
Okay,
really
got it.
effective if it happens.
Oh shit.
Okay, so Chisel Tick. You now have the big guy in your face.
Am I still next to Oliver?
You used your movement to go over to him, yeah?
Yeah.
Then yeah, he's on the ground next to you.
Cure wounds at 3rd level because I can't really do much with the other.
Yep.
So 17.
Wow.
And spiritual weapon on stupid face.
Go ahead and roll it.
16
That hits.
for force damage, probably
Aw.
halved. I'm guessing.
It's not halved.
Oh. It's not there.
The scythe once again slashes through him, but he's not actually he's looking at where the feathers were. Like, he seems really confused.
I look to where the feathers were.
There's nothing there.
My lady? You just hear
Not
that.
telling. It's your turn.
Okie dokie.
I thought you were telling me you're not telling.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I was like, what?
What?
Yeah, the name not telling is very confusing.
Gosh, I'm so sorry.
Don't be silent.
Girl, please.
So what do you do not telling?
So, he is, like, kind of directly underneath me.
Yeah.
Okay.
But so are 2 of your allies.
Yeah. Hi.
How close?
You're alive
Close
because
to
of me.
They're 5 feet. They're next to him within melee.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you can choose to fireball them if you so choose. I wouldn't recommend
Bitch!
But I
Position it so it just catches him.
Good.
Cast flaming sphere.
Dude, what do you do?
I'm gonna need him to do a wisdom saving throw, and
Okay.
I'm gonna hope really hard that Actually, I'm going to do I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna give him. Can I do both?
You can only use one meta magic option that says
That's what I'm reading. I know I can use one of them at the same time.
I think heighten is used for those others.
You can use empowered at the same time. That's damn it. And you can use. What's heightened again?
Heightened is the disadvantage on saves.
Exactly. What I wanted to read was careful. You can protect some of those creatures from the wolf. To do so, you spend one sorcery point and choose a number of those creatures up to your charisma modifier. Chosen creature automatically succeeds save against the spell. Okay, so I can either save them from the saving throw or impose disadvantage upon him.
It's up to you.
That's not going to give me.
What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm gonna impose disadvantage on him.
Okay, so I need both Chisel and not Donnie. Fucking hell.
Donnie,
Oliver,
Donnie's on the other side.
to make wisdom saves.
Wisdom
Oh,
saves.
boy.
I'm good at those. Shit.
How
Okay.
am I getting the good rolls tonight?
No, not you, not the Chihuahua. Fucking Oliver.
Oh, I thought you were.
I got my Rangers mixed up.
Oh,
What am I making again?
A wisdom save.
I think I'm. Oh no.
What is your spell save DC, Kristen?
It is gonna be a 16.
I'm.
Okay, so both of you are now frightened, and this creature is immune to fear.
Okay.
So, the two of your allies, you are now scared of the flying elven person up there in the sky.
What the fuck happened while I was out?
Okay.
Okay, so you aren't necessarily scared of me, but you do see a phantasmal image of your worst fears in the sky.
Everything!
And you drop
And-
whatever you were holding.
I wasn't holding anything.
Apparently holding nothing still.
You have to take the dash action and move away from me.
Shit.
Oh, that ruins my plan!
You can choose to drop concentration. Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I will.
so you guys are scared for a second.
And then we're like, oh. I start to do a car alarm sound, and I'm like, wait. That's a person I work with. I glare at you.
Yeah, that was your action.
That was unfortunate.
And roll the d20.
My apologies, guys.
You are not forgiven yet.
Nothing happens.
4, 5.
Okay, back to the top. Chihuahua.
okay. Let's finish off this little guy.
Let's finish off this little guy there.
Yee.
I'm surprised I haven't
Oh
gotten
yeah,
it.
that is.
Which is good, because you're just...
Is he dead yet?
He's not dead yet.
Oh my
Okay, again.
He can't survive that one though, so now he's dead.
god. He was like, bat, bat.
Like they always end up like all three of them ended up with 2 hit points and one more attack coming their way. What are they gonna do?
I'm
I guess that was your 2 attacks.
I need to read
Yep.
something.
Can I like hop on top of that last guy's body and just scream upwards
Sure.
as a tiny barbarian would?
as tiny barbarians must. Hey, Oliver, it's your turn. Towering over you is the ink-spilling form of the Kraken priest.
And you're staring at his junk.
You're staring basically up his robe, yeah.
Is he above me?
Yes. Well, he's not like directly above you. He's up there. Like your head is under his
Can I
robe.
take shots with my longbow and not have disadvantage?
Technically, yes, he is floating, so technically he's not within melee.
I want to make a call shot for his.
His dick.
That'll put you at disadvantage, but
You know what? I'm gonna take that disadvantage because it
And you-
seems.
Fuck this
and
guy.
you did lose your hunter's mark as well.
Ooh, that's right. I'm gonna do Hunter's Mark real fast.
Hunter mark his ass.
Yeah.
Just a hunter's mark tramp stamp.
Specifically the left cheek.
This is mine.
Whoa,
Property.
Whoa,
Holy shit.
Okay, I'm
Nine
gonna
is
say-
plus 9.
I'm gonna say this is a. How do you want to do this? Because he has single digit hit points, and you were going to deal 1d8 plus 1d6 plus 1d8 plus extra damage for a called shot. So how do you want to do this?
Right up the butt.
Man,
I just
fucking
wanna
cracking
take-
for you.
I just want to take the tip off and
Oh,
Oh no!
and what?
and get the head, his head, like where the
Oh.
brain is. I'm basically going for a double headshot.
Oh god.
No scope double across the map. So yeah, you can see him starting to bear down on your albino friend.
My burb. Tweet tweet.
Yeah, and you can see off in the distance, the Kraken seems to be shifting back and forth. Like, it seems like it knows it's going to fight. And so you just angle, like you play dead as passes over you, and you angle upwards. And he doesn't react to the pain immediately, but you do hear a soft hit the grass. And those of you in front of it, you see coming up through its inky black robes, it comes up through and hits under his chin and pierces out the top of his head and just keeps going.
I panic.
And you can actually see something weird.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
The same, like, these black feathers start to peel off of it as it's flying, leaving a trail of floating feathers. And it almost seems to arc further and further and further. And you can see just in the distance a black explosion right in the center between the Kraken's eyes.
What?
I took down the Kraken as well.
Triple headshot.
My
That's
lady?
all you have to do is just, if you're making a call shot,
Is this my lady? Is my lady helping us?
Holy fuck.
I don't know if it's my lady.
So that was unique.
alright,
I-
I'm gonna cure wounds myself real fast.
Yeah, you guys get up. I assume you heal yourselves.
Yeah. I was gonna try using vampiric touch on the dude.
I'm like
Maybe
rushing over, it's like, hey guys, what I miss?
he shot in the dick he was.
And you can see where this priest was, the black robes have sort of melted away, leaving a mostly naked man
Without a dick.
without the tip of his dick, with that same wooden squid mask.
I back away. Because this is
Oh,
way
I was
too...
looking at that mask.
Pull it off. It's a nice mask.
I'm gonna do a religion check on the mask itself.
Sure.
22.
Okay. This is. You know that these types of masks are specifically carved for Kraken priests, and specifically for the ones that want to become one with the consciousness of a Kraken. They grant specifically Kraken priests the ability to turn others to their cause. And to corrupt them, to corrupt their minds, to corrupt their bodies, to make them more like a Kraken.
I'm gonna take a look at the 3 other dead people and see if anything has changed on them.
Nothing has changed on them, but they are starting to slowly melt.
Ugh.
Like they're slowly turning black and just oozing them.
I want to use
Ooh.
my spiritual weapon to destroy that mask.
Okay, roll to attack. While Oliver Queen is holding it.
I tell him,
Oh god.
I'm just looking and I don't notice it.
drop mask, drop mask,
What?
drop mask.
I drop the mask and I back away.
No!
You swing a little too early. Go ahead and roll damage.
Oh no.
Owie.
Sorry. I cut your hand off.
Uh-oh.
Good thing I can't lose myself.
It's a spiritual weapon. It doesn't deal physical damage. It hurts like hell, but your hand is still.
And
It
I
hurts
squawk.
my
I'm like,
heart.
sorry.
I just put my hand on my heart and just go, ow.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna
Betrayed
try
by so
again.
many people today.
I try again.
Damn.
I brought you back.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Go ahead and roll damage on it.
Are we criminals?
4.
We
Okay.
don't even know each other.
Yeah, you strike it, and the blade swings down, and it actually weirdly bounces off before it hits it. It seems to deal damage to a different force.
I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame on it.
Okay.
15. Does it light
It
up?
doesn't burn. It lights up, but it doesn't burn.
I take a dead
I'm gonna
body and
pray
I
to
toss it out.
my lady. See how do I destroy this? Please help. Please help.
No answer.
Damn it!
Instructions unclear.
Error. 404.
I'm gonna do an Arcana check on it to see if I
Okay.
can identify how to destroy this thing. 10. I don't know.
It doesn't seem magical in and of itself.
I pick it up.
Pick it up.
I shake it.
Shake, shake, shake.
Shake your booty.
Can I go find my longsword? I kind of need that back.
Yeah, it's not hard to find. You dropped it in place and then ran.
I kind of turn it
I
around.
didn't
Just
drop it in place.
I-
It was smacked out of my hand.
I'm not like turning it to put it on. I'm just like have it a little far away from my face. I'm trying to look at like the way, like the place your face goes.
Yeah, and what do you like crossbowing?
The mask.
In my hands.
Yep.
Okay, so that would have put it at disadvantage, and the 12 technically does hit the mask. But again, it just shatters against
I
it.
squawk. So Radiant didn't do anything.
I'm gonna go loot the bodies.
I drop my spiritual weapon.
On the bodies, there's nothing of any real use.
I go over.
Even the staff is just melting away.
I go over to the priest.
It's my yellow. It's my salad.
Animate
Did they
dead.
have any food?
They had no food. I mean, you could probably eat the goo, but it might not taste good.
I animate dead the priest.
Okay.
So now I have a dude. I can't really do anything with him though.
Who's like half melted?
Yeah, he's in the process of melting. But
I just want to see what happens now.
I see this and I immediately go, what the? And I bring my bow out.
No. Necromancy.
And
For,
as
for science.
it's a little weird because as it's standing there, one, it still doesn't have the tip of its stick, and two, as it's melting, the bones are left standing.
I kind of clap a little bit.
The flesh is turning black and melting off, but the skeleton is still standing.
Okay, so it's pretty much just a zombie that I have now.
Yeah.
Even the Chihuahua grimaces at that. Just,
I shake the mask again. I'm just like, what the fuck is this shit?
I grab the mask now and say, let's go back into town and we'll deal with it.
Yes, bring evil mask to town. Lovely idea. Let's bring it to Dio, why don't we?
You literally brought the goddess of death into town.
I mean, she's cool though. She don't go around turning people into zombies. I command the skeleton to start playing music on its ribs.
It starts trying to. But again, you hear the deep rumbling voice coming from the. Return it to me.
Who, what now?
The Kraken wants it.
It is my creation. He was weak.
I punch the skeleton.
Yeah, you punch the skeleton. Go ahead and roll a strength check.
No, I don't.
The skeleton basically headbutts your fist. It hurts.
I just look back and go, how much gold will you give us for it?
No goal, but power beyond your imagining.
I don't want your kind of power.
I am ancient, older than the gods. I was before and I will be after.
So you don't want power. You won't give me gold. Chihuahua wants food, like always.
I
You
make
want
the
anything?
sound of a cat hissing.
Yeah, no.
I don't want to fight this guy.
You know, I'm not even gonna fight you. Here, take it.
Yeah, what do you do with it?
I kind of toss it to him.
In the
to
ocean?
It, whatever. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you toss it into the ocean, and it just laughs.
You fool!
Very well. You trust in the faith of your useless gods. I'll be
Nintendo.
watching, as I always have.
I kind of cover myself, like, rude. Like somebody who's embarrassed to be seen naked.
Even late at night when I think I'm alone and I have those fantasies. You know what? Never mind. You do you. You do you.
Even that time I hired those two tiefling? No? Okay.
Yeah, one time they did that work. Okay, let's
Moving on. And it just starts slowly sinking into the water.
I kind of just watch it, like, wide-eyed. Bad touch.
Yeah, it sinks back down. The storm overhead dies back down.
So we're all not sleepy tonight, are we?
No.
I kind of look around. Like, see if I see anybody around.
I go perception check.
21.
21. 25.
25! 24.
You start seeing those people you pass on the road. They're all coming back towards this area.
Oh.
They're coming out of the brush and just walking.
Do they look normal?
No.
I
They
have
still
my
look
hand
messed
on
up.
my crossbow.
Actually, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna direct my skeleton to just follow me and walk to the side, just kind of not be there. Just as in, like, kind of clear the walkway. See what happens.
And what do the rest of you do?
That sort of follows suit, because I'm just like,
I'm gonna check
hopefully they're
the
not going towards
scroll.
me.
You check the scroll. You unfurl it, and it's blank.
I think we did our contract, so.
Contract is done.
Take
You
a
see-
seat.
As the people are walking by, it's an endless chain of hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds, just many more than you saw when you went this way. And the first one to get to the cliff raises his arms outward and then falls forward off of the cliff.
Jesus.
Had a feeling.
He does see.
Then the next one, and the next one, and it's just hundreds of people throw.
Chihuahua sees this and actually just starts backing up. Just like, this is like seeing like hundreds of people just throw themselves off a cliff. He's just like, what the fuck is this? It's like,
Lemons.
just the weird like black ooze and people having random body parts turned into tentacles he could handle, but just like people throwing themselves off the cliff, he's just like, what the fuck?
And then Chiseltic kind of pipes up in an amalgamation of voices as per usual. They are one with the Kraken. They are returning to him, kind of thing.
They're returning to the sea. Let's leave them be.
They're returning to the sea. Free Willy. But before, I get back up and I just do like a bit of a like this fate wasn't meant for them, kind of like Raven Queen cleric thing.
Mhm.
Like their death was not in their own hands. May she have a pity on their soul or whatever, something like.
Before we go into town, you should probably get rid of the skeleton.
Oh. You hear like the sound of a child, like ah. I tell the skeleton to go jump off the inlet.
And you feel the approval of your lady as undead are anathema to her. The Raven Queen is the goddess of death, and she does not generally approve of perversions of the life-death line.
I was gonna see if I could like get anything from the guy, but then realized, oh wait, my domain
Yeah,
is death, and I have in that because I have the death domain, I get that frickin' spell.
Yep. But yeah, you see, he actually seems to smile if a skeleton could, and then walks off the cliff with the others.
Okay, enjoy your weird ass religion.
Yeah, and all of you, especially Chiseltic, but all of you feel the coming from this valley, because now it's starting to number in the thousands of people throwing themselves off this cliff.
Oof.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, I'm gonna take note of this. Thousands left to death by crazy Kraken cult people things.
That sounds like a newspaper headline.
That's basically how he's gonna remember it. Okay, so yeah. Back to the bar.
Crazy Kraken cult creates countless cadavers.
I just shake my head and walk away from this crazy mess.
Yeah, you start walking back, and just along the road, there's hundreds and hundreds more.
We should have done this earlier. The guy works
Meh.
fast.
Meh. We're gonna get paid either way, so.
Yeah, you guys.
Are there
just to
children?
save time. Make a perception check.
13.
You don't see any.
Good. I feel
No.
less bad about this.
Yeah, but like, just to save time, you guys find your way back. You know, solemnly, like very quietly, to the city of Sheerpoint, and you're climbing up the stairs. And you stopped seeing people by this point. Like, you stopped seeing the crazy throwing themselves off cliff people.
Oh god, is the town empty?
As you're climbing up the stairs, there's no guards at the post. You start crossing the bridge. There's no sound of shops. There's no bustle. The city is quiet, except for the roaring. Except for the roaring winds, the city is completely and utterly silent.
I kind of just grip my staff tightly and I start mumbling prayers because I know what's going on because other people are obviously turned.
I start looting.
Oh my god.
No, okay, you start looting. There's pastry shops, jewelry shop.
I look for a
Potion shop,
bag
obviously.
of holding.
If they
first.
got the guy that was gonna pay us.
Eh,
That's fine. We got looting stuff then.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean they got his money.
Yeah.
that's true.
I'm gonna walk around town, just kind of do my priest thing.
Alright.
And
go
I
around,
I make my
do
way
that,
back to
fine.
the inn, or not the inn, the tavern.
Mostly food. I'm looting food. Money second.
Yeah, there's all
Bread.
sorts of food shops. There's pastry shops, there's noodle shops, there's various meat shops.
Yes.
There was even one funnel cake vendor.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna run by a
Oliver,
3/4
yeah,
orc named
get
Torque.
Oliver can pass that up.
You guys, as you're walking around, you see a humanoid in a dark cloak run into a building.
I go
Oh.
after.
Drops
Is
what
it-
left as a funnel cake and just like.
No, don't waste it.
crouches in.
I'd imagine it's like powdered sugar all over the face.
Yeah, pretty much, and just like crouched and just deadpan, just staring in that direction, just like, the fuck was that?
Yeah, he just goes into a building. Like, he's not trying to be quiet or steps into a building.
Chiseltic is just like, fine. I go over and I investigate.
You just open the door and you can see there's a set of double doors further into the room, which you see that furniture tipped over, bottles broken, just chaos in this upper room. But there's a set of double doors that's now wide open.
Okay, I go through the doors.
You start to hear the sound of people.
At this point, I feel like I'm like peeking into the building that they just walked into.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like,
Yeah,
My
those of you that are
social
going down.
anxiety. My feathers are tight against me, social anxiety, but I am going through to figure out what's going on.
I'm following like a room behind. So as soon as you enter the next one, that's when I'm just like coming into the room that you were just in.
I'm right behind the keg thing,
But yeah,
bird thing.
as you guys are going down,
And
You
I have
see-
my hand on the crossbow.
yeah,
Yeah, you
Western
keep
style.
flying.
yeah, you see the person removes their dark cloak as soon as they're down the stairs, because you can see the cloak at the base of the stairs. And you sort of peek around, and there seems to be a dark-skinned human with his like dreads pulled back behind his head, shining armor, and what seems to be a mace on his side with a golden flange. And sister and goes, everything's fine up in the city. They seem to have left. We may be able to return home. I need you, and he points to several other armed people. I need all of you on watch.
Ducat!
Oh my god.
Who knows? Okay.
Oh my god, you're just like, my boy!
And he indeed turns around, and on his chest plate is the half sun, half moon.
My dude!
And he slides a helmet back on that has an insignia where the other soldiers do not. And he starts to rush up the stairs, then he stops and draws his mace as he sees all of you. Who are you?
I'm scared now. I'm like
Like,
hugging. I'm like pressed against the wall, like ah.
Come down.
It's like,
I'm-
we just got here and the whole place was just empty. It's like, what's happening?
Okay.
Some fucking monsters. Who the hell are you?
I make the sound of my name.
It's like, they call me the Chihuahua. I still don't quite understand it, but that's what they call me.
Quite funny. I am
Oh,
Oliver Queen.
We're running from those monsters outside. They're quite terrifying, actually.
Are they gone?
Yes, they seem to all be leaving the city. We thought the city was totally evacuated, but I am totally glad to see that there are still people here.
Yeah, well, this is what we do. We managed to save a couple hundred.
That is a relief.
Yeah, well, the capital's gone. So that's great.
I see you are using sarcasm.
Yes.
Okay.
He just sort of rubs the bridge of his nose and gestures, and the 4 or 5 armored people rush past you guys, like just squeeze past you on the stairway.
I am just pressed against a wall.
For that. Alright, let's head out, because it's getting a little cramped in here. And I don't like tight spaces, so I'm going up.
If the Chihuahua was getting pushed around, he's like, "Hey, no pushing!"
But yeah. It's like, yes, I was trying to move past. I was trying to move up there to secure the city. So, can I just get past?
Kill priest.
I'm just like, fine.
You killed a priest? What?
Bad
I
priest.
float up all the way to the ceiling to make room for him.
He just like,
I'm going to attempt to like.
I'm already walking out, so I'm good.
I'm going to attempt to like communicate like what happened. Scary squid priest. Kraken.
It's like, some guy hired us to kill this priest that was on a scroll, told us to go to like somewhere. We got
But
there,
of course
and this
we
guy
didn't
was like
do it. We
controlling.
didn't do it at all. I don't know what he's talking about.
Like, he was controlling like this giant.
Yeah, totally. We
thing
were
out of
running from these
water.
squid people. It
He
was
tried to
totally
kill us.
scary.
So we killed them first.
So we didn't do anything at all. We just ran.
you guys are all covered in blood. I don't believe a word of what you, and he points up at the phone. Believe you.
I'm not covered in blood. What are you
The rest of
talking
them
about?
are.
Well,
You're probably covered in your own
I'm
blood.
totally clean.
yeah.
It's like,
Hello,
oh,
I was
oh, yeah,
lightning. That is not bloody.
And you're burnt.
And you're also knocked unconscious with thunder.
I'm a little crispy, okay?
Scary
Well,
Kraken
thunder,
priest.
Thunder, it's sound. Technically, you would have been bleeding from your ear.
Scary amalgamation of voices in very panicked. Scary Kraken priest turn people into scary Kraken people.
I just yelled down. If you want the full story, I'll be glad to tell you up here.
Yeah, I'll figure it out. Just, I need to secure the city first.
This shaky thumbs up, like, ah.
And he just starts ignoring you guys and runs, like, shoves past whoever's in his way, and just runs up the stairs to resume securing the city.
And Chiseltick collapses and proceeds falling down the stairs.
The Chihuahua just like sees that, but then just goes right back to the funnel cake vendor.
Yeah, and you can see in the crowd of people there is a certain dark cloaked individual.
Another one?
The one we probably know. I'm just like laying on the floor, like having a panic attack.
I go up to the dark cloak.
I see the job is done.
Yeah. Crazy shit that priest was.
He was a threat to business.
He was a threat to humanity and shit.
As
That's been Chiseltick the entire time.
as promised, 4,000 gold for
Each.
each of you
Put that in my bag.
awaits beneath the city.
Aw, damn it.
Well, it's 4,000 pieces of gold each. That's a lot to carry.
Yeah, that's like 50 or something pounds of gold.
Can some...
Like that's a lot.
Platinum!
Heavy as fuck.
Platinum, please.
I'll take them.
Platinum is way more valuable.
Yeah,
Efficient.
people start funneling out of this place and resuming their locations. Luckily, the funnel cake vendor
Tunnel cake.
is not resuming his station, and no one will stop you from stealing funnel cake. So
I immediately sit up after I catch my breath, and I'm looking to see if there's any injured people.
and that's where we'll call the campaign. 'Cause
Yay!
otherwise, you'd be here for another few hours.
Hooray!
Yay!
We met Ducat!
I'm alive.
And we
Yeah.
have 4,000.
You guys technically defeated a challenge rating 6.5.
Oh, damn.
Oh jeez.
Because
Yeah, judging by the damage, I was like, what the fuck?
the Kraken priest is only a challenge rating 5, and then there was 3. I was using the stats of Ghoul for the
Oh.
followers, and they're all challenge rating 1. So
Ah.
I'm assuming that we would have, like, done this, like, in the future if we hadn't had this one shot.
oh no, this was
Just, like,
this was on the fly.
oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, can't wait to hear about
Part
it.
of the expanding lore of the city. As
Yep.
for the time, like we don't know when this takes place in like the main campaign.
Nope. But I do.
Before, after, or during.
Yeah.
Who knows?
But I do.
Have you heard of anything weird happening?
Oh, yeah, we're streaming. I forgot.
Yeah, we are streaming. Thank you for watching.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching us be complete idiots.
Yeah, thank you for watching me stumble my way through some bullshit.
And look how natural it felt.
Yeah.
Hey man, I do it all the time.
It's good to see my first D&D character again.
Yes.
Yeah.
The beautiful boy.
Yeah, fucking badass. It's like, remember that time when just like, so-and-so just like, God, what was his name? Oh, Bukido.
Yeah.
Bukido. Fucking just like, we discovered him in that secret tunnel and he was just like, turned on us and I'm just like, no you fucking didn't. And just in just a flurry of movement, just down 2 of his fucking minions in one turn.
And then
That was fun.
and then Lorit tried to Hulk Loki him.
The Murin's like, hey, no, I'm here.
Didn't Mirren steal that?
Yeah.
Aaron stole every single kill for like 3 sessions.
God damn.
Yeah,
Oh,
Mirren killed Bubido.
I don't have a Ducat thing. I don't think. Yeah, I don't have a Ducat token.
I can send you one.
Yeah, I was just gonna show it to the stream.
I can just pull it up on my computer and
Yeah, it works. Just give them a reference of what I was talking about.
It felt really good playing as Oliver again.
Yeah. Like I kind of want to bring back Son for a campaign at some point.
God.
come on, open
I
up,
remember
Your next
please.
song.
I remember when I just came up with the
Bring back him.
concept for well, the Chihuahua. I was just like, what if I made a barbarian, but he was just small? Oh yeah, halfling. When it's like, what's something small and
There.
raging? A Chihuahua.
The stinking.
I was like, you know what? That's his
Hold on,
name.
I gotta do this in Photoshop because unfortunately, my computer's like, hey, you can't view certain things without a black background unless you save it as, like, with a white background. So everything except his hair was visible.
Bald Ducat.
Oh jeez.
Okay,
Yeah, Matt, if you're bringing back Lakey, you need Krieg.
there
Yeah.
we go. It's now people on stream can see.
Yeah,
Just a-
there's that boy.
That boy.
That boy.
that boy.
I think my favorite
Who's
moment from
been
that
shown
campaign.
the light of Lathander at the end of like an introductory campaign.
I think my favorite part of that whole campaign was
oh my god.
was the Kuotoa following us in the boat.
Oh yeah.
I fire
That was
bolt. I
nuts.
fire ball.
He's trying to one up me. Okay, well, thank you for anybody who watched.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I'll be able to get these up on YouTube, so they'll actually be saved and archived.
Yeah. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for
Thanks for watching.
yeah, and.